Some years after my time at the Exit Inn, I was on the road with a Broadway musical, Raisin, and the show was opening in San Francisco. It was opening night, and I'm sitting in the theater waiting for a curtain, and down the center aisle comes a very pregnant George, dressed in her full Edwardian or whatever it was regalia with the big sword. She's very pregnant, and she goes and sits down like center front, and that's the last I saw or ever knew about George.
Ta-da! And I was never going to get married or anything because I couldn't have kids. You get married because you have kids. I was going to be a star, and I couldn't have kids. But then I had a kid. So then I had to clean up my hair. I didn't play for a year because I was scared death of losing her. And then, sure enough, I had her, and she's the greatest thing that ever did.
A woman named George is fast becoming the Ted Mack of the East Bay. George, she says she has no last name, has been doing her show for 2 seasons. She books the acts, produces the show, handles the crew, sets up and sings the song herself.
It was called George and the Superstars of the Future. The Crazy Kitchen Cat. Say it over.
This is all starting again.
Yes.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, alive and direct from the scenic mud banks of San Leandro. On Channel 3, we have George and the Future Superstars. And now your hostess, George.
Okay. And this here, can we get a good shot of this? This here is the human jukebox that I'm sure many of you have seen all over the world. And this here is one of my favorite people in the world, Mr. Lyle Tuttle, the famous tattoo artist.
Your low-profile announcer of this evening.
Tattoos, and he swallows swords and fire. And he's going to be having the second annual tattoo ball. Is it here? You got a mic.
Second annual tattoo ball is going to be at Bimbo's.
It's going to be at Bimbo's. 31st. It's a benefit, so it's okay for us to talk about it. And it's a benefit for what?
For the Tattoo Art Museum.
What was that? You had some long name for it.
What? It's an anthropological study of one of man's oldest arts?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, and that's going to be the 31st at Bimbo's. There's another guest host here with us tonight. He called me up the other day, and we were having a party, and I thought it was a neighbor complaining about the noise, so I cussed him out, and that's how we met. And so here he is, Mr. Travis T. Hip.
This piece was wrote one night in a smoke-filled room by your MC. She wrote it to me. I told her, I said, let me take it home and kind of jazz it up a little bit. So I put it on the harmonica. It called Smoke-Filled Room because that was the only time I ever got to play. It was the last end of the party. The room was full of smoke. So I put it together like this. Smoke-filled room, he played them old black blues. Rhythm bone and his harp in his hand, they was his only tool. He from somewhere down in North Carolina, got the South down deep in his soul. You know the folks come out to try to get the feeling about something that they never know. So blow JC, sing them a song, keep them bones clicking on time. You know your hand job always knock 'em out. Oh man, you doing just fine.
West Texas cowboys all over town, with gold and silver they was loaded down. So soon after payday, and it seemed a shame. And so my uncle, he starts a friendly game. Call it Jack's to opener takes the game. Too soon from the beginning, uncle starts to win. those Texas cowboys, they was mad as sin. Some said he cheated, but that can't be. I know my uncle, he's just as honest as me. I'm just as honest as a Denver man can be. So one of them cowboys, he thought to draw. I grabbed a bottle, slapped him upside the jaw. I gunned another, he won't grow old. And in confusion, Uncle grabbed the gold. We hightailed it down the road to Mexico. Now here's to cowboys, here's to gold. Here's to my uncle, God rest his soul. He taught me well, boys, he taught me all I know. He taught me so well that I got his gold. I left him laying there dead by the side of the road. Something like that.